Hello, friends. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday? It's Thursday, yeah. I know the days of the week. I love it when Japanese impersonate Western singers like Elvis. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, Modded, how's it going, my man? Chat, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing great today. I don't know. I feel like Vintage Story beat me, chat. I feel like it made me rage, and then I quit playing it. So I feel like I want to go back to it today. It's my nemesis. My beautifully colored, incredibly immersive nemesis. I'm good. Gonna do some recording for Fallout series soon, but I will stay for a while. Hey, that's cool. Oh man, I can't wait for the Fallout New Vegas remake. Once that's done, I'll probably do a playthrough on the channel. So I think last time we played Vintage Story, chat, we spent like 3 sessions trying to find ore. Only to find that you can't find it on the surface, you can only find it underground. Which makes sense. But also, we're not really set to go underground. I think Fallout London will be sooner. I don't know, because the New Vegas remake team has put out a lot of assets. But either way, if London comes out, I'm playing that too. You can expect a playthrough on the channel of that. Oh, man. Hit the gym today. Did 30 minutes on the elliptical. Feeling good but tired. Oh, I realized I haven't had any caffeine today. That might be contributing to my tiredness. While the game's loading, chat, I'm going to go grab a soda. I'll be right back. Modded, entertain the chat. Modus, how's it going? Goat will be back doing something he should have done before the stream start. Get out of here. Look at this guy. Okay, chat. So I think I've discovered a couple of things about this game. One, it can make me rage, which that's fun. Two, we need armor. Shield ain't good enough. We need armor. So we can go underground and find the ore that we're looking for. So, I need to find out what the cheapest armor is. Easiest type of armor you can make. It protects your body while leaving your head and legs exposed. It's only take a few hits before it breaks, but nonetheless can save your life. Lamellar, somewhat more effort due to the requirement of pelts, but offers greater protection while still relatively low cost to create. You can create lamellar from wood, copper, or bronze. Okay, we need to make a lamellar, chat. Why does it say wood, copper? Oh, wait a minute. That's lamellar head. Copper lamellae and pelts. All right. So we need to see if we got any pelts, chat. Got leather. I think we may have turned all of... No, we've got a couple pelts. So... let me see exactly how much it takes. So one pelt, one small pelt for the helmet. I guess you can use any size pelt it shows. 4 for the chest plate. And 4 for the pants. So we need 8, 9 essentially, or 2 mediums or a large. Okay. We're gonna make some armor today, chat, because we need to start venturing into the mines. I think our rice should be done growing soon. We're not gonna get much yield out of our rice because it hit winter before we finished growing it. That's okay. That's okay. What about our cabbage? Cabbages are still growing fine. Carrots are growing fine. That's good. Oh, that's good. We got plenty of food to survive us through the winter times. I'm pretty confident on that. We can make lead. Why are there turnips and worms in here? I feel like I just threw stuff around in anger. Turnips. Grain. Where's the... I knew I just grabbed that rice grain out of there. Where did I put it? Oh, maybe my inventory was full. Oh, no. There it is. Okay. Time to clean out our inventories a little bit. Inventories. We got granite stones. Do I have any place? Yeah, I do. What is it? Control Shift, right click. There's going to be a little bit of me trying to remember how to play this game here. Give me just a minute, chat. Oop, I think I did a dive roll there. Why do I have so many knives? Oh, I got a whole freaking storage vessel? Where'd I get this thing from? Nice. Oh, we have 3 huge hides. Okay, chap, we might actually be okay to make the lamellar now. Might be okay. Don't I have a rusty gear crate? No, I must have it in this one. What have them around here? There. We do have 88 gear, so it could be worth going to some traders and saying hello. The box for bones, I might, yeah. Rid of the fat. Flax. They're not in one of these. I do one for flax? Really? I didn't think so. Oh, I did. Copper shovel. Don't know why I made a whole... Oh, no, I got a free copper shovel. That's right. All my things full? No, this one could be back there. All right, coolio. That's good. Let's go check our fishing lines. Let's see if they still catch fish during the winter. And there, could have swore there's a roll key. Okay. First, let's see if there's any fish that want to eat my ankles. Doesn't look like it. Oh, bluegill. I don't think you're supposed to eat bluegill. I don't think they taste very good. Couple of fish to get us through the winter here, chat. All right. So now we're going to look into how to make the copper lamellar. Since we have the copper, we have more than enough copper. What's this vessel? Other by 0.26. It's literally the same as the ones down here. Okay. Blunk. Good to go. Keep those fish in there. Eat them some other time. Okay. Lamellar. Copper lamellar. Lamellae even. Metal molding. To acquire your first... Yeah. Oh, we have to make a lamellae mold? Okay. We need to make a lamellae mold, chat. Which means you probably need clay. Let's just look at the blue clay first. Nope. There we go. Lamellae mold. Gonna be honest, chat, what was also drawing me back to this game is the fact that I only got to do a very little bit of the blacksmithing, and I had a really good time doing that, and I wanted to do more. So I was just turning my headset up there. Bink, 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 bink. This game can be incredibly satisfying and relaxing. It could also be terrifying and frustrating, which is I would say a point in its favor. I hope I'm gonna have enough clay. Oh, that's it? Okay. Do I have to fire this? Assuming I do. Out into the wintry landscape. Still kind of chilly here where I live, chat, but I am ready. I'm never ready for summer. Oh, I got a watering can. Oh. There's nothing there. I left myself a gift in one of these, but not both. Okay. You're probably still early, mid-game. Oops. Is that how I fill it up? Probably not. %, full. How's the moisture over here? Moisture's doing fine. I know we were having moisture issues in a couple areas, so I just wanted to... Okay, moisture's doing fine. Any goal? So I thought to myself, right, I usually do better in these games when I have a goal. When I don't have like a defined goal, it catches up with me quick and I kind of fall out of playing the game. So thinking on what kind of goal I wanted this time around, it seems like some of the end game stuff revolves around a windmill. So honestly, I think I'd like to build a windmill. I think that's going to be my ultimate goal. We're going to build a windmill, chat. And climb Mount Olympus. Those are the two. So everything we're going to do is going to work towards that goal of building a windmill. We're going to need grass. We're going to need firewood. We might need more grass, so... Let me go see. But honestly, I just couldn't stay away from this game. I wanted to put it down and kind of move on since I didn't really have a defined goal for myself. But I don't know, I just kept wanting to keep playing, so I did. Alright. Sticks and stones. No sticks? Do I have a stick thing here? Nope. Can I make sticks out of logs? I can make a bow staff. Musket stock, wooden club, firewood, raft, lathe. Doesn't look like it. Games you're playing on Steam right now. I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder Kingsmaker. I just picked Destiny 2 back up. I kind of took a break from that for a little bit. But I picked that back up. And I started playing Grim Dawn, which is a very good ARPG. I would recommend if you like ARPGs. I don't remember how many sticks I need. We'll just keep breaking these. Oh, on stream. Oh. So right now the games I'm bouncing between on stream are Skyrim, Underrail, and I guess Vintage Story as well. Those are kind of my stream games right now. Playing Stellaris right now. It just got a big update. I never really figured out how to play it. Yeah, I think I put like 40 hours into Stellaris or something. 40 or 60. And I had a good time, but like, I agree. I never really fully figured out how to play it. I've never been the biggest 4X fan either. Like, I kind of got to be in the mood for it. All right, fire that bad boy up. What game is that you played yesterday? The Pixel game. The Pixel game. Pixel game? Modded made a clip. Oh, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Yeah, CDDA. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I was actually thinking about picking that back up in my spare time as well. I wouldn't mind continuing the saga of Lizard Waifu on stream. That game is very fun. It's not on Steam. It is free. So, always worth dipping your toes in because it's free. I also have a small series up on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Oh, you're talking about Noida? Noida's the game where you play a really bad wizard. Or I guess I play a bad wizard. You might be a great wizard. Oh, I don't even remember what I was doing with all this stuff. Why do I have a raw 5% spoiled fish fillet in here? Make fish soup. Piece of corn. Corn? No. It fell on the ground. I guess let's just toss some firewood in the fire. We'll just cook it up by itself. Noida is great, so easy to pick up and play, but ridiculously difficult. Yeah. Yeah, I've played Noida on stream a couple times. I may have uploaded those ones to YouTube. I don't remember. I kind of skip uploading the one-off ones to YouTube sometimes because, I mean, they're usually so... They're just that, right? They're one-off and people don't usually care for them. Munch, munch, munch. Goat, you need to see the R stream and stream. Oh, Steam and stream. My dog, I have terrible reading comprehension. The letters get all mixed around for me sometimes, and my brain just shuffles letters around. It fills in what it wants to fill in. I don't remember what I was gonna do. I kind of want to raise the fence around my house because I've been murdered by wolves on my own territory a couple times. I don't appreciate that. Gotta wait for the lamellar to cook, so... Rough hewn fence? I forget what it takes to make that. Oh, we might actually have enough stone to just make more stone fence. The one-offs can be good for your channel. It might get you some notice, otherwise you wouldn't. You should see the number of subscribers I got from my one DDA video. That's fair. I don't know. I could see it both ways. What was I gonna do? I need stone. How much stone do I have? I think I have a lot of stone sitting around, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're making some fence. Basically the same reasoning as shorts. Yeah. That's fair. I have found that shorts have been the best consistent way for me to get large viewership. Oh yeah, I have a chest. Forgot about this guy. Alright, chat. If I ever go to make a tool, yell at me. I have like every type of tool sitting around. I don't know why the game weirdly picked up all of them, but like one piece of the stack. All right, let's raise our fence. Another goal short term is a significantly better base. You didn't have to say significantly. I just said better base. My base isn't that bad. I do like the idea of building my base around this lake here, but I also wouldn't mind kind of extending out a little bit. Making an actual farm area, maybe with some channels from the lake. Oops. Can I just punch this guy and get it back? I think so. Yeah. Good. Don't have to waste materials. I'm just tired of wolves jumping onto my fence and like jumping over my fence and killing me horribly. Ow! What the? Oh my god, this game is so terrifying. Yeah? Yeah? You guys want to go? Okay, they can hit me, but I can't hit them. Throw them rocks at me, assholes. Okay, we're done fighting this. Just throwing rocks at me. Remember, the lake is actually a mouth to a giant underground cavern. It's true. There's probably giant underground lake monsters in there too. Started following you 1 year and 1 day after modded. That is pretty funny. Let's make some real food here, chat, since my guy's kind of hungry and now beat up. What is my thing that's gonna perish the first? This raw bush meat. Okay. It's mostly spoiled. You didn't miss much. Wow. Wow. You're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. Wow. Now I'm gonna have to eat spoiled bushmeat. You missed the entire Fallout Frost series, and you know, I consider that a big miss. Cook. Yeah, we're probably gonna need more firewood soon. That's okay, we got plenty to spare. Oh, I could have done 2 servings, couldn't I, and saved on wood. Yep, I'm a dingus. I never remember these things. Then we'll just cook the raw bush meat by itself afterward. Don't know where all those goblins came from. Yeah, Frost was good. It's always in development, so it's probably worth keeping it as a backup for the future. If I play another one like that in the future, I'll probably do Dust. That one seems really interesting to me. We're deleting all of our deaths. Down here with those stupid wolves. Yep, I remember these. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Soup. Dusted good, but the game is so dated now, it's harder and harder to meet modern expectations. It's fair, but to me personally, it doesn't bother me. I mean, it might bother some other people, but I play older games all the time. To me, it's about the story and the experience. And you can always find mods to make Vegas play a little bit better. What time is it? It is 8 o'clock. Our shirts are completely destroyed. All of our clothes. But our necklace and crown are doing good. I'm gonna go to sleep and then we'll finish eating that stuff tomorrow. I never finished cooking. All right. Yeet. Feed the lake monster. That's Skip. Oh man, that rabbit and fox are going. Oh, there's some drifters still. I forget how health regeneration works in this game, chat. Is it I have to be over a certain amount of health for it to regenerate? I think that's how it works. The hunger rate is increased for some reason. Is it because it's cold? That makes sense. Body temperature's going down. Health points. Healing effectiveness. I guess I don't know what that means, but... Alright, I'm going to heal up a little bit here. I'll just use these last 4 patches. That's fine. Don't need these. We can put this away. Does this keep my body temperature up? Having a torch out? Still? Still cooking? Whole day later? Alright. Let's go ahead and put up some more fences while we're waiting. That armor is going to be a game changer. Okay. This is where our chicken and fox used to be. How did you get in here? How did he get in here? Sorry, gotta have an open hand to climb. Okay. You guys are just rude. I wouldn't mind looking into starting a farm fairly soon, too. I'm not sure if I have what it takes for animal husbandry just yet when it comes to keeping myself and the animals alive. Did I not get any rice from that? Because I cut it with the thing instead? Oh wait, mature rice. Alright, we do know we need to plant rice during the summer now, early summer. Yeah, we're just like not getting any from the rice. That's okay. We've got plenty of food to survive us. Cabbages will be done soon. As will the carrots. The spelt is growing fine. Yeah, we're doing fine. Vintage Story is really a game about incremental progress. And sometimes it's nice to have a game where it's just like you're slowly moving forward. I always feel like I'm moving forward in Vintage Story, which is nice. Oh, those potatoes will be grown soon. Their growth speed is lowered because of the nitrogen in the soil is low. All right. So our Lamilar is still making out there. Could be worth building a larger house soon. I wouldn't mind having like a room for tools, having an actual bedroom. Yeah. Maybe I could channel off this lake in like this direction here, push the farm out so then the farmland would be over here, and then this would all just be normal land around the lake. Wouldn't mind doing that. Letting all the heat out. Close the door, chat. I love the Vintage Story music. Do what feels best. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm deciding here. Oh. The lake's freezing over. Neat. Chat, I know I've talked about it before, but I live in an area that's fairly warm. However, the wife and I have been considering, after living in this house for the requisite 2 years, living somewhere colder, which I would prefer. I like snow, and I miss snow. We don't get very much snow here. I didn't bring any spears to kill that guy. So he lives today. Welcome to Sweden. We have talked about Finland, Norway, Sweden. Because we, I mean, without getting too political, the political climate in America is not the greatest. How's this going? That's spoiled. Those are good. So that needs to be cooked soon. Anything else spoiling soon? Nope. Looking pretty good. Potatoes. If you move to Finland, good luck with the language. Yeah, we both accept that the language barrier is going to be difficult for us for a little while, but we're also okay with that. We're willing to put in the effort to live in a better climate, both physically and politically. But we're still kind of on the fence about whether or not we want to have children, and if we do, we kind of want to stay near to her parents. And perfect. That cooked up. Have some nice warm soup. Warm us up. You done cooking over here yet? Oh, I think it is. Indeed. Shit. And the funny part is we both have remote jobs, so it wouldn't be a huge deal. Canada then? Yeah. Canada's kind of like mini USA though. Key did I hotkey to drop me? Was it F? H? K maybe? Yeah, it was K. I think Canada would be fun. Yeah, I had a friend that lived in Canada for a while. She liked it, so wouldn't be out of the picture. Okay, chat. It is time to make some lamele. And the only way I know how. This bowl out of the way. Toss the crucible on there. We need to make some firewood real quick. Are 2 bits of firewood enough to get it up to temperature? I think it is. That lit. Okay, how much copper are we gonna need? How much can we pour into this? Does it say? $100 units. Okay, there it is. So each of these is 5 units, so we need 25. No, 20. I can do math. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to start that up. We should be all right. Where is the... Use the brown coal. I don't know how many lamele we're going to get out of this. But I guess we'll find out. Oh. Also, the worst part about living here in Kansas, chat, is the temperature fluctuates. The temperature and the barometric pressure fluctuates so wildly that my joints and bones just hurt all the time. I was in a menu, so I didn't jump. Don't give me that look. You're the one that did it. Oh, speaking of which, I needed to check something. You have to jump for me. There you go. Feel better? No. Well, I can't help you with that. I don't think we're going to need this other piece of coal. Unless we need more lamellar. That's okay. We'll put the coal back. Alright, time to grab this molten hot crucible, but with my hands. Perfect. I'm gonna guess this is gonna give me 9. I'm gonna make another set. Toss one more piece of coal in. You know, the music in this game, it gives me almost synthwave vibes. I remember a funny email, Diary of an Irish Fisherman's, or an Irishman's First Winter in Canada. It starts off the beautiful white carpet over everything and ends with white shite everywhere. That's funny. No, I have suggested, unironically to the wife, if we wanted to stay within the States, Alaska. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a wild man that wants to live in the bush, so probably Juneau or Anchorage or something like that. But honestly, I'd love to be surrounded by cold and snow like 8 months out of the year. Don't you get paid to live in Alaska? Probably. How long does Crucible stay hot for? I'm assuming it won't like... I have an idea. Can I do this? How do I... Let's see if I can splash water. Is that cooling it down? I don't think it is. It is worth a shot. Who's your VIP? I don't think I have one unless I made my wife VIP in the chat. Let the fire go out. I think if it's not somebody I know personally, I think it has to be modded at this point because he's been around the longest. He was here in the Tale of Two Wastelands stream. Okay, well that's gotta cool down. This isn't cooling down on me, is it? No. We can just carry this burning hot crucible with us for a while. Oh, there's a time portal right outside of my house. That's why there's so many guys. Modus can have it. I'm basically co-host at this point. That's fair. Chat co-host. Oh, hey, my carrots are done. Might as well plant more. I got 4 carrots out of that. Tots still growing. Cabbage still growing. Rice still growing. At this point, I'm just ready to clear out this farmland from the rice and grow something that I can actually grow during the winter. What grows well during the winter? When can you get more emotes? When I get enough sub points. Which, I think so. What? Oh no, is this cooling down? This is cooling down. This needs to hurry up, otherwise this is gonna be too cold to pour. I might have to heat it back up. That would be funny. Can you cool down faster, please? Blow on it, chat. Contains molten copper for now. This is gonna be funny if that hardens and I have to molten it again. Come on, I want to. That's only 350 degrees C. I should be able to pull that out, right? I probably should have put it outside since it's so cold right now. There we go. 4. Softened. Reheat to melt again. God damn it. We were like 1 second away. I'm so mad. Solidified. I'm impressed that they have that in the game, but also it makes me salty. Well, while that's happening, I think I could check my... Let me see. How many stream sub points do I have right now? I have to go into Stream Manager. I always forget. Live? Yeah. What's good about games is making everyone mad. Yeah, exactly. Well, this didn't help me. Is this no longer solidified? Molten copper. Okay. There we go. I'm curious now that you've asked, though. Give me 1 second. Twitch. Go to my shenanigans. Creator dashboard. Let's see. It's under emotes. Oh, I lied. I actually have 4 open slots right now, chat. Well, crap. I guess I got to get my friend to make 4 more emotes for us. Fucking Modus. I'm gonna ban that one emote from just you. Oh my god, this is 1 copper lamellay. Okay, I guess we're making another one of these because that's gonna take forever. Need 3. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can... Oh, interesting. I can chisel that into a... Oh, dog collar. Oh, not as interesting as I thought. All right, so I guess we're just cooking copper for a while here, chat. Pop this guy back on before the temperature goes down. Pop that in. I should have guessed that it was going to need that more than one. Okay. Let that go. We'll go grab our clay. Okay. Now we got some stuff to do with a sense of urgency. I'm here for it. You know if Noida goes on sale or if it's always full price? I don't know offhand. I don't remember the last time it was on sale. You might be able to look that up. I know I just bought it full price. That going. Oh, ink. Missing just one. All right, let's get these firing. I realize I'm not gonna have enough sticks. Ugh. We're always low on something. Wish there was a better way to get sticks. That's my only complaint. It's not much, but I almost never want to pay full price for a game. That's fair. I mean, it's fair when you're, you know, strapped for money. I will say, as a young gentleman, I used to fly the 7 seas quite often. But I think pretty much every single game that I ever did that to, I ended up buying later in life, so... Unfortunately, gaming can be a fairly expensive hobby. Especially when you're younger. Might need to cut down this tree. I don't remember if leaves grow back in this game. Does anyone know? Monty, you seem like you would know. Cool enough to pull out? No. You are molten still, though. Alright, just stay in there and stay molten. Okay. Grass. Oh, that's right. I need firewood. Planks. Be good. Where's my axe? And my axe. Am I out of axes? No, okay. Really? Game? Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I thought I just broke my window. Not sure what the mechanics for leaves are. Might be a reality bubble type deal. Leave and it respawns. Okay, that makes sense. I think 2 of these will probably be enough. Might be slightly laborious, but I think it'll be enough. We're making armor, chat. Armor smiths. Ink. Start that back up. Oops. That going. I have 298 games on Steam and at least over 40 in other like Epic. I feel like I've spent too much money on games. Oh, my sweet summer child. Let's see. I have countless number of humble codes that I've yet to use from my monthlies that I've been subscribed to for about 5 years. And on Steam, I have about, what is that? 695 right now? I don't really want to think about how much money I've spent on games, but honestly, I think the entertainment's worth it. Yeah, I mean, I was going over it with my wife, and found that I probably spend about $1,000 a year on what I would consider games or gaming related things, and that is more than worth it to me. Because, like, I mean, this is my main hobby, you know? I bought so many games that I didn't finish. I used to be much better at finishing games back when I didn't have access to as many games. But as I have gotten access to more games, I've become worse at it, which is kind of funny and counterproductive, but... Trying to think of the last game I bought that I didn't finish. Probably Deathloop. Because it was very poorly optimized. I couldn't stream it, and also everybody said it was bad. Which didn't give me motivation to continue playing it. I like this wall here. I like being able to look out. Yeah, I really think pushing this back over that pit that's there. Well, actually, I guess the smarter thing would be pushing it back this way. And then doing the farm here, running a channel. Yeah, but that would block off my entrance to my house. Maybe I push it back that way. do the farm out there, run a channel from the lake down to there, and do it like back there, and then clear this farmland out and leave the lake like right in the middle. Because I still have plenty of room to go that way and that way with the house. And I mean, obviously I built into the side of this hill here, but like we can always push this back or take it out completely. Just thoughts. How's this doing? Really? What's going on? Why is it not smelting? It's at 1080. Game? I feel like something been borked here. $10.86. Oh my god. Really, game? Really? Another chunk of charcoal on there. Some of my favorite games don't have endings. Yeah. My problem is I need a reason to pull me towards the end of a game. So even if I play a game like DDA, I have to install a mod that pulls me towards the ending. That was kind of my problem with Vintage Story here, is it's like there's nothing pulling me towards an ending. I didn't really have a defined goal. That's also kind of why I was kicking around the idea of making a mod to do that. Ow, fucking throwing rocks at me. Harvest the rice. Yeah, we've got plenty of rice. It was still worth it to plant these, even though they didn't grow quite the way I wanted them to. Can you guys stop throwing rocks at me for like 10 minutes? I'm just trying to harvest my rice. Yeah? Yeah, bud? Yeah? You're just gonna crawl all over my fence and throw rocks at me? Better stay on that side of the fence, that's all I'm saying. Cabbage is almost done. Potatoes are good. Spelt's still growing. Alright. Probably plant more. I was thinking about doing more Zomboid as well, but I kind of had that same problem with Zomboid. Is like there's no ending to Zomboid. And not even a mod that adds a sort of ending, if I'm not mistaken. That thing's still cooking. I mean, you got the temperature, right? Make some stew. Why do we have so much raw bushmeat sitting around, chat, that we didn't smoke? Wait, can I do 3 servings? Yeah, I can. Sweet. And huck this one into the lake. I think I hit the lake. Should be enough temperature to get it cooked. If not, I could throw a log on the fire. We got 4 pieces of lamellay. I think that's enough for the helmet, isn't it? Helmet, and then the boots require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so is that how we repair it? Like the item. Oh wait, I've got the ink. Apparently there was a landslide over there. Oh, look at how small the carrot is. Put the carrots in one of these. They're there. You're gonna need another one? Alright, I'll throw one more on for you. And that music with like this view here. It's nice. Well, I need to clean up my desk, chat. I wonder if that's gonna make it. If it dips below 200, I'll toss another log on. I don't think it will. No, I think we'll be alright. Not even worried. Not for a second. Spoiled bushmeat stew. Delicious. Hey, I reached level 2 in cooking. Nice. What's that under? Cooking. You can cook 34% more servings at once. You can cook 10%, an additional 1% for each level of cooking faster, capped at 20%. Or increases the shelf life of your cooking servings by 5%, an additional 1% for each level of cooking. Do we want fast food? Faster cooking or more at once? I guess I don't know how this one works. Does that mean I just produce more? Because that seems like a no-brainer if I just produce more. I'm gonna do fast food for now. Well, let's go ahead and make our helmet then, chat. We can. So this, for the helmet, it's a small pelt, or any size pelt. I think we have a smaller medium pelt over here, don't we? Yeah. Wait, that's rawhide. That's not a pelt. Does that count? No, this is like... Oh, we need like a pelt. We need to go murder an animal. Okay. Going hunting, chat. Do I have any spears? I'm actually out of spears, surprisingly. That's an axe. It's a shovel. I guess we're gonna make a couple spears. Make them out of limestone. Stone is too soft for napping. What? But why? Make lime with it. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I shouldn't be using limestone. That's dumb. What am I doing? Put the freaking stuff in the thing. Stop drawing on it. Peridot. Peridot. Granite, flax, peridot. Couple spears here. Make about 3 of them. Mm-hmm. Any new releases coming out you guys are excited for? Why do you have a 10-minute cooldown on jump? Honestly, I have no idea. I probably set that up way back when. I think that was one of the first things I ever set up. So that would be why. I didn't know how much power I wanted to give you guys yet. Let's go hunting. We need a pelt. Preferably a small animal pelt. It's very dark. Perhaps we should go to bed. Time is it? 2 in the morning? Yeah, we can sleep for a couple hours. Go hunt during the day. Skyrim tomorrow or Minecraft? Probably Skyrim? I don't know. Kick's sleep schedule seems to be totally messed up. So I think I'm going to have to chat with him about where we're going to go with Minecraft as... Oh, hey. That thing's already dead over there. As he seems to be too sleepy. Which, look, I understand. Working nights will do that to you. Ow. I need to go grab my freaking knife so I can skin it. So no shade at all. I mean, I work nights. The only reason I have a reasonable sleep schedule is because I have a wife. And she helps me keep it in line. Jagged Alliance 3 against all odds. Oh yeah, System Shock. Yeah, I am excited for System Shock. Give me that knife. The new System Shock remake is gonna be awesome. Is it a remake of the first one or the second one? I don't remember. I can throw 2. Mine hurt more. Oh look, now you're dead. Xenonauts 2. Oh yeah, wasn't that... I think you were talking about that before. That's like the XCOM, the people that made XCOM, right? Nightingale. I haven't heard of that one. That sound reminds me of Don't Starve. Yeah. And these freaking... Whatever mod I got that added these fish way has them overtuned. Because they are way too strong. Are you kidding me? And there's another freaking drifter. I just want to go skin that other freaking creature. Good God, people. And Scent of Ashes is another one I have my eyes on. I haven't heard of that one. What's that one? What did I come in here for? Oh yeah. I was gonna grab this thing. Also, I need to get my spears back. Where did that other drifter at? He's in the water. Of course he's in the water. I need to put this rice away rather than digging with it. Okay, he's dead. So now we do this. Hi. Screw you, stupid piranha. Yeah, swim away. You'll be back in a second. Colony sim set in a post-apocalyptic dystopia. Build defend your base, manage survivors, engage raiders, aliens, remnant soldiers, and other factions in real time with pause combat. Use stealth to outwit them. Explore the massive world. Survive at all costs. Interesting. Coming back over here yet, you stupid piranha? No? Fine, stay over there. Okay, I'm getting rawhide, not pelts. Is there a reason for that? Oiled hide becomes a pelt. Okay. Well, that's what I need to do. I need to slather it with fat, apparently. OG Fallout XCOM style. I like those style of games a lot. I would not be against playing something like that on stream. Keep the spears on this for now. Game I want to try is Icarus. Is that the Souls-like? And of course Starfield. Oh yeah, Starfield. Of course. I'm excited and ready. Hopefully it's not bad. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Should have fat in here, yeah. It makes one oiled hide. That's it? All right. Oh no, it makes two. I'm not gonna oil up two of them yet. So what do I do with an oiled hide? It says cure it with what the freak? Oh, seed oil. How do I make seed oil? Created by juicing seeds. Okay, how do I juice? Juicing. Cooking 101, the basics. Saucepan. Meat rack, bottles. Chat, how do I juice? Fruit press. Holy crap. Okay, I think I can actually make most of this. Can I make it out of copper? I can make it out of copper, we're good. Iron. Bismuth. Meteoric iron. Steel. Bronze. Okay, I think we can make bronze. Yeah, no, we can't make bronze, so we can't make the juicer yet. So we can't make armor. What? Okay. There's got to be a better way to do this. I can do lard, flax oil. They're all different seed oils. What is lard? I feel like I'm missing a crucial thing here, chat. You're telling me I can't make the most basic armor in the game without a fruit press? That doesn't seem right. You have no armor? No, I have no armor. Well, there's wood armor. The improvised armor? I mean, that's true, but it's literally just a chest piece, right? And it only takes like 2 hits, it's in. Like, this is the next step up. And it says it only needs wood, copper, or bronze. It's crazy to me that it's asking for pelts. Does it have to be pelts? Yeah, it says pelts. I mean, I guess we could make leather armor. But that's a step above. I guess. Is lamellar better than leather? Yes, it looks like. That's 75% protection. And leather armor is 60%. Okay. Okay. Leather armor will take a long time to make. Yeah, I know. So, if that's the route I end up going, I'll probably do it off stream, so y'all don't have to watch me make leather again. You saw it once. It's the same process. It takes for fucking ages. Okay. Yeah, because this only does 60%. So lamellar is actually a step up. So we were punching above our weight class here. That's 75, 76% with copper. Okay. That's all right. We have kind of set ourselves up for the future to make lamellar. That's okay. So future us will be happy. One freaking oiled hide just sitting around. I'm gonna chuck this guy in here. Okay, so that's fine. So we're gonna have to do that off stream. I do have an idea. I need a trader that's not a luxury trader. The treasure hunter might actually have armor I can buy. It might be worth a damn. Same with that one. I think we're going on a trip. We're gonna go talk to the treasure hunters. And take some stuff to sell. Leave all your good stuff here. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll leave everything but my backpacks. Backpacks gotta come. All right, let's stack the firewood up. Did I put flax in here? I feel like I did. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna need to take our cogs with us. That's probably the biggest thing. Oops, I didn't mean to take my hammer off the wall. You ever getting some tea before the journey begins? All right, that's fair. I'm running out of walls to lean stuff against, chat. Let's lean some stuff upstairs. I might actually move some of those storage things up here. Okay. Actually, we're keeping the spears for protection, because Lord knows we're going to need it. Okay. How empty is this chest? I thought it was pretty empty. Yeah, it is. Okay. Just going to toss this all in here so I don't have to worry about it right now. I'm going to go toss that downstairs. I don't think I have any non-smoked bushmeat sitting around right now, do I? Besides the 2 I just put in there. No, I think we ate it all because it spoiled. So we're good. All right. As for... Before we go, let's not be dumb. Go ahead and make... and make some corn for the journey. Yeah, I like this. This is like some hopeful journey music here, chat. Two servings of hefty corn stew. Got torches if we get caught out at night. We'll have 2 bowls of stew to bring with us. We can also try and scavenge. Need all of our rusty gears and... Now we were gonna take... Yeah, let's take our gold ingots. No, we don't need to take that. We'll take all the gold so we can try and sell it at the luxury trader if we can. I mean, they might buy a bronze amulet or quartz. So it could be worth taking those. I think we keep the temporal gear. They might buy the Puridot. All right. I think that's everything that they might buy. Corn grow during the winter? Down to -5°C. What's the temperature outside? 0. I need something that gets even colder than that if we can. I guess -5°C might be coldest it can get. I don't know, let's plant some corn. Always good to have more corn, chat. Oh, that's cool. My rice died. Alright, all of this rice is dead. It got too cold, crop died. I don't know if this corn will grow, but we're going to give it a shot. Nice. Onions are good. Cabbages are good. All right, everything's good. Let's grab our soup and head out, chat. Where did I put those other 2 spears? Must have leaned them against a wall somewhere. There they are. And that. All right, chat. Let's go to the north. What's with all the freaking time portals by our house? Leave us alone. The hell did you come? Where's that fox in a tree? Hanging out, I guess. Whoa, whoa, dude. Oh, you're dead. Did I bring a knife? I need to grab a knife. Something's murdering foxes, but I will reap the benefits. And not quite. That's okay. Do I think I need 2 knives? Probably not. I'll take them though. We got the space. Might make some nice warm tea today, chat. That cow just fall over dead? No, okay. Just walking. Here. Game? There it is. Well, this will help me in making my leather armor. Oh no, I'm gonna keep that on the bar. We can take that off the bar. I'm gonna keep an open hand so we can climb if we need to. I'm assuming all of these berry bushes are gonna be... That's a freaking time portal we're running right for. Temporal anomaly. Cauliflower's growing nice. Hello, Mr. Goaties. One day we shall live together in harmony. The rabbits are abundant. That is good. We need to go hunting during the winter. Hunt some rabbits. Ow. Tink tink. I'm going the right way? I should be. Yep. Northwest. It's funny how... I mean, I haven't played this game in like, what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I can still kind of remember the direction to go. Ooh, hey, raspberries. Nice. Perfect. Mr. Cow, Mr. Goat. Trader, my good friend, I will attempt to not slap you a bunch this time. I know last time I beat the ever-living crap out of you when I tried to trade with you. But we're cool now. We're friends. I didn't mean it then. I don't mean it now. So, hey, how's it going? What are you buying? You don't want low quality gems. Oh, you will buy low quality diamonds and low quality emeralds, which I do think I have one. Yeah, I have 2 low quality emeralds actually. Yeah, I'll take your gears for those. Do you have anything I'd want? You are his only customer. We don't know that. There could be other people. Can I... If I took this gold spear from him, I wonder if I could melt it down. Okay. What do you mean? I'm offering 2 low quality emeralds. Oh, you only want to buy 1? Oh, okay. Let's see. What else are you willing to buy from me? You will buy my circlet. No, it's not worth it. I'm keeping my circlet. That's how you all know I'm the king goat. I'm glad he bought those from us. I know it gets cold in the desert at night, chat, but does the desert actually experience winter per se? Does it get cold like throughout the day? If it's I guess it would, wouldn't it? I guess I kind of live in a desert, so. Depends on the desert. Tropic, then no. Okay. Oh, hey. We didn't even have to cook before we came out here. Found tons of berries. See? We're doing good. Ah, bombed out church. Our good friend. Need to go to the treasure hunter. And there's corn. Alright. What's the temperature here? 6 degrees Celsius. Yeet. More corn. Okay. So I needn't be as worried when taking trips to the north during the winter, it would seem. Seems that I can still quite easily find sustenance. Does it tell me how much of the bowl I've eaten? Yeah, it does, actually. 1/10 of a serving. Oh, freaking time portal. Excuse me, almost tripped into that. Essentially no seasons in the tropical equator. Yeah, okay, I knew that. I guess you have the deserts along the equator. That would make sense. Howdy. What are you willing to buy from me? A leather backpack for 6 gears? Sir, that might be the most insulting thing anyone has literally ever said to me in my entire life. Do you understand the amount of effort that goes into making one of these backpacks? I kind of want to kill him just for asking. Ooh, okay. What do we got here? 40% protection. Broken blackguard greaves. Can I repair them? With iron chain. So I would need iron, but it is armor I could buy. I think you want a survival gear shop. That is fair. But like, that's free armor, right? That's 40% damage protection there. Makes me hungry pretty quick, but that might be worth it. I won't really have a way to repair it, but essentially what I need to do is get enough armor on my character that I can go down into the tunnels, stand up against the drifters, and find some iron. It's only 26 gears. I might come back. I checked him out. I know there's another treasure hunter up here. The translocator over there. Thought there was another trader. It might be this guy that's a survival trader. We'll go up here and hit this guy, and then we'll come back and hit that guy if we have to. Worth selling stuff to these guys, though? Yeah, I don't think I had anything he wanted. I have exactly 100 gears to my name, chat. Where are we going? Am I going the right way? I'm going the right way. I like that the chances of me running into wild animals or drifters at night isn't any higher really than during the day. And so that does make night kind of scary because you can't see, but it's not like Minecraft where it's like, oh my god, I just ran into a time portal. Where it's like, if it's night, you just can't do anything, right? You are gonna be accosted the whole time. It's an interesting dynamic. Ooh. I forgot I don't have to jump. I've been playing too much Minecraft with Kick. Shoop, shoop, shoop. You know, moving forward playing Minecraft, I might have to get a mod that does this step up thing. 'Cause this is nice. I don't like the auto jump in Minecraft. Oh hey, there's copper here. See you. Orange. I don't know why my extra ones aren't working still. They were when we started playing, but who knows. Reader's right over here. Which we are going to need some more copper if we're going to keep making lamellar. That fruit press wouldn't be as bad. I just need iron. Iron or freaking bronze, bismuth, whatever. A lot of copper here. I do that. Hello, sir, are you still open for the night? Oh, Jesus. I was not expecting you to be standing on your porch. Hello. Oh, he has a temporal gear. I can have chat. Another one. That might be worth picking up just so we can, Ooh, chat. How much was that other person willing to buy a diamond for? Oops, sorry, I just punched my mic stand. Oh, okay, yeah, we're buying that because that could have iron in it. I wish we could melt these metal parts down. Attack a locust for a chance to convert it into an ally. It will follow you, protecting you, but only maintain one converted locust at a time. I don't know what that means. That's terrifying. Okay. I think I'm gonna buy this temporal gear as well. Squire boots. Blackguard Greaves. He also has them for 28 years. Forage. That one's definitely not worth it. The ore one is though. For me, he's willing to buy bread. I am gonna get into spelt bread soon. How do I make bombs? Lasting powder, which is saltpeter, charcoal, and sulfur. Funnily enough, I actually know how to make that in real life. I'm taking those. Good doing business with you, buddy. You know what? I'm gonna take the gamble that I can sell that diamond for more. Yeah. I'm taking that gamble because I didn't know. Now, there's not another trader around here, is there? I thought I may have found multiple. Maybe not. I could go try and repair that translocator. I wish I had put what kind of trader it is, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Alright, to the south. You know, chat, it is winter. I should hopefully not have to worry about bears. Oh my god, that is the smallest bunny! Look at how small he is! Alright, he's gone. Chat, do you know if there's like a lantern type device that my character can wear on him while wielding a shield? So he can see at the same time. I don't know why I'm talking about my character in the third person rather than myself. But you're all along for the ride. Oop. Wait, I should not be dumb about this. There we go. Just in case we take a dunk into water. Yeet. The mountain kind of looked like a lady leaning backwards with long hair for a second. You know, I still don't know enough about this game. There could be anything. I mean, those stone spiders scared the crap out of me the first time. There could be giants. I don't think so, but you could try one of those lantern hanging in your base. Yeah, because I kind of want to be able to... I mean, that's the hardest part in during cavern exploration, right? Is having one hand free or not. Oh my god. It's always fun. I know I've said it before, and I'll probably say it again, but the sense of awe and, like, dread that this game can inspire just due to its, like, interesting terrain generation. We're gonna have copper deposits everywhere, chat. Which is good. Always need copper. We're still on the track. Kind of. Need to go a little bit farther that way. And I don't know if it's the slower pace of the game or if it's just like quartz. Okay, I don't know how useful quartz is, but yeah, I don't know if it's able to elicit those responses just due to like the pacing and the world generation and like the large pits that you can't see down or what, but it does it so well. It gives me that same sense of wonder that I had when I played Minecraft for the first time, you know? That sense of like exploration and like unknown and that deep sense of like this cavern is, oh, turnips. Large and menacing. And of course, I think that feeling does kind of go away with the knowledge, like you learn how to play the game. But I've also played other Minecraft-like games or even Minecraft mod packs and things of the such that just haven't managed to elicit that same response that Vintage Story does. So consider that a glowing recommendation. The only thing I would really like to change is having a set goal for like the ending of the game. And that is, I understand, 1000% a personal thing. Many people do not need that. I still think my idea of having like the temporal portals getting like after you get to a certain level, the temporal portals get stronger, and then they start opening up near your base, and like you can start inviting traders to live in your base, and the more people you get, then you start getting attacked and you have to defend it and eventually build a machine to shut off the temporal portals, very in keeping with the theme of the game of like, you know, this person built a machine that went haywire, at least so far from what I've grabbed. Would probably be very difficult. Like Minecraft then. Yeah, but like even Minecraft's end kind of sucks, right? It's just like, oh, go kill big dragon. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm saying when I want an end or like a goal, right? I want like a reasoning, like besides pure survival. Like once your character gets established, you know, pure survival works as a reasoning for so long, but not like forever, right? I'd love to have it be something like as you get more and more of the lore of Vintage Story here, your character starts being like, maybe I could recreate that machine and fix everything or things like that, you know? But also I'm very much a writer and storyteller and love stories, so. Settlement building would be nice. No end, just bigger settlements with traders and refugees and things. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing that I think you could add. Like, the more people you bring in, then the more, like, passive income, for lack of a better term, that you would have, right? So people going out and doing stuff and would allow you to focus on survival less. Which would be cool. And then that's the point where your character is like, okay, we picked up so many of these logbooks. What if I can recreate the machine? And then maybe you do recreate the machine, but it makes the temporal portals worse. So now you're constantly under siege by drifters that get stronger. Then you got to shut the portals back down. But also, yeah, it's about rebuilding society, right? That's what the whole story behind Vintage Story is. So, like, being able to bring everybody together and trying to follow in the guy's footsteps and do the same thing of, like, making society better would be fun. To be keeping with this game, it would need to be very hard to get to that point, like 200 hours or something. Yeah, no, I think that would be great. Because I love the slow burn that this game is. And I would love that, yeah, like, when you start doing research into the machine, like maybe you have to go to all of the different climates, right? Because the game is really neat in the fact that if you go north, it gets colder, south, it gets warmer, and maybe you need to collect different things from each of the climate zones and things like that. Like, you can make this like a whole scavenger hunt type thing. Hello, my friend. You are an agricultural supplier. You are not what I'm looking for, but let me update this. Farming. Everything I want? A cauldron. I don't actually want your cauldron. I just clicked on that, sorry. I'll take your steel cauldron if I can boil it, like, melt it back down. I can. Smelts into a single steel ingot. Black bronze ingot. Okay. That's definitely not worth it, but interesting that I can do that. Okay. Maybe have a decent chance that when you experiment with a portal, it might just shoot you to the other side of the world with no way back. Yeah, and you got to trek across the map to find your place again. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Were there any other traders on my map, chat, that I could easily get to? That's a survival goods trader. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, I think it is. That's a trek to the south, though, and I don't think we have time for that, so I'm going to try and get us back home before the end of the session. I agree. Good day to you too, sir. The rest of our soup. I think we made some good decisions here. Can't wait to get home and crack this vessel open and see what's inside. You got loot boxes, guys? We'll crack open some loot boxes. Can you imagine walking home from China? Assuming that there was like an actual route Assuming that, I don't know, you could walk across the ocean, or I mean, I guess you could build a boat. But yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, and that would be super in keeping with the game. And maybe it's like, I mean, it would also give you a reason to like go into the temporal portals, because maybe you need stuff from inside there, right? Because like, I don't know. Drifters go in or come out. Maybe you go in and take a look around, do stuff. Maybe it gives you a reason to like deplete your temporal gear, right? So you can, I mean, there's just so many things you could wrap up into it, right? That would make it really cool. I think the hardest, like, coding portion of it would probably be the base building aspect, where it's like getting people to come join your base and moving them from the overworld and putting them around you. Guaranteed find of 10, but no guarantee that you can get it back. Wait, what? I don't think I understood that. Go through this little valley here. I don't really want to go over this mountain, as it's going to take me forever. But I guess it's better than going around it, so up we go. Like a portal that you can also take you to a resource, but it might close behind you and leave you there. Oh yeah, no, that would be freaking awesome. And the portals can take you not just on the surface though, but also drop you underground. So you have to come prepared with like climbing equipment and things like that. So I will say, obviously I have a mod that lets me climb in this game. I would love if the mod, instead of just giving you the base ability to like climb, sure, give you like a small climb, but being able to create items that would let you climb better. So like a grappling hook that you could throw up so many blocks that you could climb up, or spiked cleats that let you climb farther and faster, things like that. That's always what I'm looking for in Minecraft as well, because Minecraft's like overworld traversal is bad. Like I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, it's okay. No, it's just bad, and it feels bad most of the time. So having more options to do things is always better. That's why I always get a grapple hook mod, because it's like the thought of having to manually climb everywhere and do stuff is just not, and like build your one block towers just so you can get up places never feels good. Do you like high maps? I'm not sure if the majority are keen on it as you. I love high maps. Like that is, yes, I love climbing. I love getting to the top of things, looking down, viewing the whole, like the whole area you've come from. Like that, like this is fucking awesome to me. And the fact that the terrain generation here is forcing me to have to go over this mountain or go around it, but going around I know is going to take a while. So I'd rather go over. I can't see. There we go. Ow, I didn't catch the ledge. Okay, well, down the other side. Oh, I think my character's shivering. All right, buddy, we'll warm up by running. That's right. I needed to go back over to that Marco and see if he'll buy this diamond from me for more than 11 gears. What time is it? 1 o'clock? Okay, I got time. We can make it home. Go eat my lunch. But also, it's like the cave traversal, right? So the big part about Minecraft is, you know, surprisingly, the mining. Going down into caves, looking around. Cave traversal is also just bad. It doesn't feel good. And that's where the, like, climbing and climbing equipment aspect and the grappling hook aspect and things like that can come into it. It also, you know, gives you a reason to not necessarily completely destroy the natural, for lack of a better word, beauty of the cave systems that you go into, right? Because you don't need to, like, break 100 blocks to get anywhere or put towers. Marco, do you have fire going? Because it's cold as hell out here. Could light these bushes on fire. Oops. So let's warm up real quick, chat. There we go. The body temperature should be going up. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Surely this can have no negative ramifications. Ah, stand by the nice one. That was it? That was it. It's dry leaves in the middle of winter. Come on, game. Gotta get warm. Chat, do you guys remember, speaking of Minecraft, do you remember back in the day, like way back in the day, and this may be before people played, I don't remember if this was beta or like early builds of Minecraft, that the fire would spread incredibly fast? Did I get a rock thrown at me or did I stand in the fire? I think I stood in the fire. I remember accidentally lighting one of my houses on fire, and it was in the middle of a forest, and legitimately from the time that I accidentally hit it with a flint and steel to the time the whole forest was on fire was like a minute and a half flat. Fire used to spread so fast in Minecraft. It was great. I was actually playing on a multiplayer server then, and me and my buddies tried to put the fire out. And we spent, I think we spent a good like 45 minutes chasing fires around. Yep, surely that fire will have no negative ramifications. Actually, I think that fire will be fine. If I lit a fire here, we might have a bad time. Copper. Didn't you say you had issue finding copper the first time, modded? Because my world seems to be abundant in copper, but not iron. So if you ever found iron, you beat me. I started to play Minecraft on Pocket Edition. I don't know that I could play just like vanilla Minecraft now. And Pocket Edition's just vanilla Minecraft on a phone, right? I feel like it would hurt my eyes. Bonjour, my man. I have a prospect for you. Would you like to buy my diamond? How much would you pay for? No, you won't buy this diamond. It's too much for you. It's out of you. It's too rich for your blood. I see, good sir. I see. Are willing to buy a rough Peridot, though. Only at medium price, though. Want to buy this? No. Yeah, way more trouble than you had with iron. He's blinking? You blinking? You blink, my dude? No, he doesn't have eyelids. No, it's fine. Oh, I think he was standing in the firelight there. Alright, we should be able to make it home. Is my temporal gear going down? That's not safe. I'm sure it'll be fine. Chat, did you know that you can solve pretty much any problem by saying I'm sure it'll be fine? And then just don't worry about it. Pro tip. Hey, sticks. It's true. Why does it sound like a... Oh, a wolf is chasing me. Oh, okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Duct tape solves all problems. You know? There's truth in those words. Then it gets even worse. Well, then you know what you say to that problem? Yeah, it's fine. Then you have no problems at all. Hey, look, copper. I didn't even color that one. Did I ever go explore that place? Ah, we don't have time for that. Boink, 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 and down we go. Over to our house. Hey, it's a little bit of the colors coming back to the land. Yeet. If only life was that easy. Yeah, fair. All right, chat. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out today. Modded, Modus. Like I said, I think we're gonna start cycling games back in and out. So I had a good time playing Vintage Story, but I'll probably cycle in Underrail at some point. I mean, honestly, I'll probably play more Skyrim tomorrow, but I've been having a great time with it. Screw you, Modus. You all have a great rest of your day. I should see you tomorrow for probably Skyrim. So have a good one, friends.